Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're here with the Game Engineer, and we are going ahead and hitting it hard with Kamigawa Neon Dynasty this weekend. We have everything except for the draft boosters, but obviously set boosters are uh, better for my purposes, so I don't typically open draft boosters. But yeah, we've got pre-release here. We've got a bundle box, got a set booster, and we have a collector box. So we're gonna crack all this open just as quickly as we can, and hopefully we get some good pulls. I think I'm gonna start out with the pre. So move some of these out of the way. We've opened up a couple pre's already, and so we have kind of know what to expect here. Nothing too surprising. We got Kaido on there. We got a mech guy, a dragon, kind of that cyberpunk digital looking planeswalker symbol. So let's get this cracked open. So it's been, a week or so since opening day, and it's it's been, as far as I can tell, a very popular release. And so yeah, the whole community seems to be pretty happy. There have been a few going on. So here's the dice from the inside. I've noticed the dice are not consistently the same color, at least in the pre's that I've opened. Some were gray, some are blue and green. Um, but yeah, there have been a couple things that have come out. So apparently some of the set boosters over here, they don't have any shrine cards in them. Uh, for whatever reason. Apparently, some of the printing locations, I want to say like the US and maybe Japan or something, they just basically don't have any of the shrine cards. So they appear to be really rare, but in some of the other locations, they are not at all rare. So keep that in mind that if you're not getting them, it might pay off to wait a little bit until the market kind of corrects on that, and we'll see. Maybe even Wizards will do something about it. Um, so these are draft booster backs in the Kamigawa pre-release. Probably the only draft boosters I will be opening, just because I typically open set boosters as I'm more of a collector versus a drafting player. But let's see, what do we have here? We've got a Brute Suit, Warpaint, Sentinel, Intervention, Unstoppable Ogre, Debt to the Kami, Master's Rebuke, Voltage Surge, Embrace, The Life of Umezawa, When We Were Young, the Raito Sentinel, Circuit Mender, Eater of Virtue. Cool. That's cool. Cool rare. And we got a treasure along with a mountain. So that's neat. So far, from what I've seen, the really popular cards in Kamigawa have been they have been the legendary lands, and some of the a couple of the planeswalkers and items have been pretty popular. So there's Tamio, Dragonfly Suit. What else do we have here? Oh, we got a mythic right there. Blade of the Oni. I don't think I pulled that from the first set that I have, so cool. Blade of the Oni. And you know what I realized? I haven't been using my cha-ching sound. So I'm going to remedy that. Bloodfell Caves. And, oh, and what was this? Biting Palm Ninja in foil is a rare. Cool. Throw rare up, rare foil. And we got a spirit. Okay. So yeah, I guess I've been pretty pleased with the reception. You know, I'm glad to see that you know the community is pretty excited with what was put out. Um, I was watching the prof earlier a couple days ago. He released we got Kami of Transcendence as a rare in this one. Um, and that nice beautiful plains. Yeah, the prof was saying that maybe the commander decks were pretty low value compared to the past few sets that have been released. So if you're, you know, in the running for some commander sets, these might not be the ones to really look at. But he said that they were still reasonably fun sets, just not particularly valuable sets. And of course, fun and value are not often well correlated. Ooh, we got a Ryu. Storm's Edge as a rare, and this is the alt art for it. And we have a Scoured Barrens. So I'm pretty excited to open up the collectors because, of course, it's going to have just a ton of rares and mythics. And who knows, maybe even some cooler stuff. I've seen a couple things online. Here's a Thousand Face Shadow, I think related to Sakashima. We've got Guardians of Oboro, kind of cool swamp in the old art style. But yeah, excited to see what sort of mythics I pull from it. I saw a guy pulled out it was like an inverse foil where the front of it wasn't hollow foiled, but the back of it was, which kind of looked cool. And that's probably a reasonably rare misprint that happens. I've never even seen or heard of one, so that is kind of cool. We have a Mech Titan core as a rare for this, and a Jungle Hollow, and a single-sided treasure. Okay, that's it. That's 6 packs. Hard to believe we flew through it already. What we're at under 10 minutes, so we're flying. We're flying here. And oh, look at that. I picked a nice box. Tamiyo, the completed Sage in foil. And that, folks, is a mythic. And that is also worth a couple of bucks. So pretty excited about that. Obviously, she is center stage in the lore of this set. So she is Phyrexian. I haven't read all of the fantasy stories that they've written for it yet, but yeah, it's very likely that she may be the big bad from here on out. Now that Nico Bolas is kind of out of the picture, and we now have a Planeswalker Phyrexian, it could be bad times. So next, I was gonna go with the bundle, and one thing that you will immediately notice is this right here. They have changed how the bundles work to make them, I guess, more secure. So we now have a pull strip on both sides, and we have anti-tamper hollows with planeswalker symbols on them here, with a uh, couple different directionalities and polarities for the reflectance, which I guess I was not aware that there were, any sort of issues with bundles being tampered with. Oh, sorry, I left that mythic up, folks. Um, I honestly didn't know that that was a problem. I would have actually thought that the set boosters would have more of a problem with tampering than the bundles. But, maybe I'm wrong. Um, so I don't know what this yet means for whether there could be something inside. Normally there's, I don't know, the cardboard casing that will have like a poster on the inside of it. And I don't know if that will be there now. But what do we get here? We get an oversized counter die, life counter. We get 8 set boosters, a couple reference cards, 20 foils, and 20 regular lands, along with a alt art of Invoke Despair, and of course a box. And honestly, one of the things I find most useful about this is the cardboard spacer, because oftentimes when you're putting your cards in a 800 or 1,000 box and you don't quite fill it up, well, you need. Oh, they may have gotten. Hopefully, they didn't get rid of the spacer. I love my spacers. So yeah, it is different. So let me move this out of the way so you can see. So yeah, this is just a box now. Nothing special other than the art of the Emperor on the front. Got a gate, and yeah, so basically just that now. Let's see if what do we have going on here? Okay, so they did do something a little different, so point it in here so you can see. So different layout for sure. We have this dice in neon, and here I actually have a little UV light with me. It fluoresces a little bit. Here, actually, let me turn off my light so you guys can see it. Look at me. Yeah. So you can see that it fluoresces a little bit. It doesn't like, I don't think it's glow in the dark. It's just fluoresces when it's incident. It doesn't really stick around at all. Yeah, not glow in the dark, but reactive. Okay, so and something else that's immediately different is that these are packed different. So these are in, I don't know, they used to come in a clear plastic pack, and they're now in, I don't know, a different style. It's like almost wax paper, and I don't know why that is. Maybe it somehow helps with the bending or the bending that foil cards often get. But I'm not sure. But a noticeable difference. And what do we have here? We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there's our 8 set boosters. All of them have the Emperor on the front. And we also have just two rule cards. Nothing to talk about there. So this is interesting. So they have what appears to be little punch outs here. So these are all punch outs. So 2 planeswalker punch out symbols. These must just be some sort of counter symbols for you to use. 2 planeswalkers over here as well with alternate counters. Yeah, but made to actually there. You can see there's a slot here that actually allows it to sit in this because it still comes with the traditional little um, traditional little uh, deck holder along with a larger card box holder. But what we don't have is, and I don't know that I even have one laying around at the exact moment because I put them all to good use, were the little black cardboard dividers that typically these would sit on top of. So inside the old arrangement of the bundle box, this would sit, this would be closed and there'd be a tiny little like 1 inch spacer. Oh, you guys can't see my fingers. There'd be a little tiny 1 inch spacer that this would sit on. So they're doing something different with that now. They're actually building this spacer into here, and the other way. So they're building the spacer in right here, as you can see, and this actually keeps the cards, quite a bit away from the top, and so this fills up the whole space. Kind of curious what that means in terms of the card edges. If this, because now the cards will have more play, right? So you can see how far, this, if it's being shipped roughly, can kind of be tossed around quite a bit. So we'll see. We'll see if that is a long-term solution for them. The box itself, I guess, got a gate on it, Planeswalker symbol, gate on both sides, so nothing to write home about here. Some little piece of glue on there ripped off and took off the edge with it a little bit. Yeah. So let's kind of get back towards what else came in the box. What's in the box? And there is a poster. There's a little poster here of Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Looks like we have, who can I see on here? I see this little rat dude. I forget what his name is, but he's on the cover of the collector's edition. We got the Emperor, what looks like Kaido up here. We have a dragon. Looks like we got a mythic Kamigawa Neon Dynasty symbol. That looks like Tamio. Not recognizing really anybody else in there. And then on the back we have the Empress or Emperor Unmasked, the Wanderer, also another name for her. Planeswalker who can't control when she walks, so she occasionally just blips off to another plane. But she happens to be back on the plane at the moment. I don't know if that's a long-term thing for her or not. I guess we'll see. Yeah, one thing that people were saying about this, which let me see if I can get it close, if you can see it, is that they put these splatters over the numbers, which some people are not a fan of because it makes it a little bit harder to read. Still, I think fairly readable, but yeah, probably would have been better had they put that coating on than put the white on, but I don't know, that might be a manufacturing thing or maybe just a style thing. Okay. I have rambled long enough. Let's go ahead and take a look at these set boosters. So set boosters will come with a full art in each one. And we'll have more rare slots. Oh, look at that. Cool. So we pulled a gold signature right off the bat of Surge Hacker Mech. So that's kind of neat. And we have one of the old school forest lands. Okay, now we have a bunch of commons and uncommons. And I won't even comment on them because there's going to be a lot of them. We have Mio Hyojin of the Grim Betrayal as one of the rares. Hinata Dawn Crowned is a legendary Kirin, another rare. And we've got a foil Undercity Scrounger with a token artifact of this little mechy dude. It's just called Construct, oddly enough. But cool. This is a, I would say, an auspicious start. I don't know that the gold foil or the gold signature art cards are particularly valuable, but to me they feel pretty rare. I mean, from a set box, I maybe only pull 4 or 5 of them. We got a cool little bonsai. This is a forest full art. It's neat. We got a Tranquil Cove, Uncharted Haven, Hidden Cruelty, Shared Prayer. We got a whole bunch of shrines in this pack. And we have a Mech Titan Core of one of the other arts, and a foil of the Modern Age with a list card of a Crimson Muck Warder. All right. Not a particularly, I think, valuable card, but yeah, lots of shrines. Unfortunately, I thinking back to my first box that I opened, I don't think I pulled any shrines, and that's probably because my area is one of the areas affected by the the lack of shrines. Shrine tokens, I guess. It's kind of a cool and unquenchable fury. Full art. A lot of masks there. We got very cool foil swamp. Right. Going through just the commons and uncommons. And then we have for a rare Kotos, the Silent Spider. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that, but and a Samurai token. I'm kind of curious what's going to happen. So if there's entire areas of the world that don't have a token, I'm wondering if, will they, do like a UPC trade-in and say like, hey, we expect that you should have gotten, X number of tokens per, oh, look at this guy's crazy hair, super anime hair there. And this is Uprise or Renegade. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious how they're going to deal with that, because it seems, I don't know, kind of crappy for those regions that are getting, not getting a card at all. But I guess they've intentionally done it before, so probably not the end of the world. We've got a Cloud Steel Curran. We've got Kyrie of the Swirling Sky, and that, folks, is a mythic. One of the dragon spirits, one of the 5 dragon spirits. And we've got an invigorating hot spring. But yeah, I think as of a couple of days ago, some of those shrine tokens were going for like 10 or 15 bucks a pop, because people thought they were super rare when it turned out it was literally just a misprint. This is a kind of interesting full art. March of the Burgeoning Life. And an old school swamp. We got a uncommon in the 3rd slot, which is a little unusual. We've got a Roadside Reliquary. And Touch of the Spirit Realm. Shattered Era States. The Dragon Kami Reborn is a rare saga. Chainflail Centipede in foil. Okay. I feel like we're doing all right. We're doing all right here. what I would like to see another mythic. But here's a full art of a guy riding a flying manta ray of some sort. Sky Blessed Samurai. We got a dual land. We got very cool art in this set in general. It's a very interesting to see like sci-fi plus some of the old school, intermixing. March of Reckless Joy. I'm gonna throw up the rares because I'm getting a couple rares here. Teachings of the Kirin, another rare. And list card, Witch Hunt. Witch Hunt. Players can't gain life. All right. But I guess a triple rare. One of those being a list card. Not bad. And I believe the list which it typically, I think it gets updated just about every set. So this is that Surge Hacker mech. I believe the list was updated with a bunch of cards from the original Kamigawa sets, or the original Kamigawa block. So we might actually see some of those get pulled eventually. We got another Dragon Kami Reborn, another Biting Palm Ninja in foil. And let me take those out of there. Set those aside. And last pack here. Last pack for the bundle. And ooh, check out that full art. That's pretty cool. So this is Vessel of the All-Consuming. So that is old school Japanese demon if I've ever seen one. Let's see. Lion Sash. There you go. That's our rare. And Klein Torment and a minigame card. So we definitely lucked out with I think pulling Tamiyo already. So super pumped about that. Let me go ahead and find, yeah, it must be it even says premium bundle. I'm intrigued. I'm kind of curious about these new containers. It hasn't fully helped, so you can see there that these are still fairly already have acquired a bit of a curve. And that is the alt art for Invoke Despair. Comes with every bundle. We have all of the different foils of the lands. Yeah. So looks good. We are now on to the set booster. So this will basically be more of, I guess, more of the same of what we were just opening, just a lot more. I think this will be the 30. Yeah, I want to say 30. It should say 30. Yeah, 30 booster packs. And it does come with this little cardboard cutout thingy. It's got Tamiyo and Kaido on it. Has a little intro about Kaido. We looked at that last time. So all right, without further ado, we will keep cracking these open. Okay, we got Ring Girl. Ring Girl right there. The Klein Torment. Alrighty. We've got a uncommon in the first slot that isn't a land. We got a little Doge guy. Oh, we got that trifecta of shrines right there. That must be a common common piece that gets put together. March of Reckless Joy, another one of those rares. And foil Selfless Samurai. Yeah, I've noticed in the course of opening a fair number of set boosters, there's definitely certain patterns that they must have feeding into these decks. Certain cards just seem to always come together in pairs. Reckoner Shakedown. Love these kind of like old school arts. They're just super cool. And kind of skip through all these commons and uncommons. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. We got Wheel Kick. Zawa. Ishin. Two Heavens as a One is one of the rares in here. And we have a foil Peerless Samurai with a very tiny construct by the looks of it. Just like a toy doll kind of thing. Okay, cool art right here. Maybe upside down? Yeah, here we go. That is, looks like old school dragon art. This is an old mountain. I like that full art style. That's really cool. Dismal Backwater. Nothing of note there. Lord Kanda. We got Invoke Despair. So this is the alt art that we got with the bundle. And there we have the actual, the regular art. And we got a foil suit up. Okay, we have Imperial Subduer full art. She's got her fan. For some reason is also wearing a giant fan on her back. I don't know if that's just like a big baller move or what. If fans are the new Rolex in Kamigawa. Could be. Who knows? Who might have judged? Touch the Spirit Realm. We got some moths. Alt art of Kami Reborn. I like that. I like to see all the colors of the wheel in there. Enjoy that alt art quite a bit. Tamishi, Reality Architect, Moonfolk Wizard. Okay, I'm digging that card. And ooh, we got Assassin's Blade, all the way back from Portal. So they're digging deep. Play Assassin's Blade only after you've attacked before you declare Interceptors. Destroy one attacking creature that isn't black. I'll take it. All right, we've got a full art of a dragon with, you can see that with some sort of like mask on his head. I don't know if that's like actually a person merged with the dragon or what. Brilliant Restoration, along with this gorgeous waterfall. So I assume that is, well, yeah, that's an island. Beautiful cards here. Very, very pumped about this art. Actually, personal note, one of my favorite pieces of art is actually the Great Wave. So that old school art style is like right up my alley. March of Burgeoning Life. This is that is the art that we saw earlier. And we got a dragon, gold one. Ao, the Dawn Sky. I don't know if that's a D&D reference. Ao is the overgod in D&D, sort of the god that's one step removed from the player himself, or the DM. Jukai Naturalist. Cloudseal Curran is going to be our rare in this one. And what do we have here? A Human Monk token. Okay, what am I looking at here? Satoru Mazawa. Okay, this is one of the alt arts. It's very like kind of like tribal and primal. It's kind of neat. And what do we have? The Poet. Reality Heist. We got Hirobi. March of Swirling Mist in foil. Okay, I'm digging that. That's pretty. I'll take 2 rares. I'll take 2 rares all day long. We got Spirit. You know, I can see arguments for having basic lands in the collector's box, but I think many collectors will probably pick up bundles in which they are going to get all of them. We got 2 buddies hanging out. Explosive Entry. And we got a dual land. Oh, Nizumi Prowler. Blossom Prancer. Ooh, right here is one of those legendary lands. That earns a little rare. Throw up there. Yeah, legendary land. Otawara. Otawara. Very nice. And we've got an Inkrise Infiltrator common foil. Kind of curious if I'm gonna. I don't know how common these reverse foils are, but I kind of want one. It just kind of looked neat. Having the backing have that foil on it gave it kind of a cool look. So this is something real scary looking as far as I can tell. And it is Echo of Death's Wail. Scary name too. We got a foil Blossoming Sand dual land. For rares, what are we pulling out here? March of the Otherworldly Light, Grease Fang, Kiba Boss. So I believe Grease Fang is the art style that's on the collector. If you can see it right over here. I'll show you the picture a little closer later, but it's but the art from the box is actually not present anywhere in the entire set from what I've heard. It's an alt art that they just chose not to use. We already pulled this. In fact, I think I pulled this guy twice, so this must be one of the most common list cards. Ooh, look at that. We got another signature. Satsuki, the Living Lore. We got beautiful planes. People are digging this dragonfly suit, by the way. I've seen people like do some cool art with it and actually render it in 3D and all sorts of cool stuff. Shot mechanic, shattered states, boom. And we hit a mythic, Nashi, the Moon Sage's Scion. There you go. Along with a, oh, look at that. We're doing well on this one. We also have Ambitious Assault, but here we go, Blood Chief Ascension. I don't know what set that is. Maybe that's Zendikar? That might be Zendikar. Zendikar had vaguely vampiric things on it. So I believe that it is Zendikar, original Zendikar, not Zendikar Rising. We are on to the second stack. And let's see. Okay, we pulled this one already, Unquenchable Fury, yeah. It's somewhere on the first stack. We got a Swamp. And go through some of these commons and uncommons. And here we have a Springleaf Avenger, Invoke the Winds, and a foil common. Okay, we got another one of this. Anime hair guy. Dual land. Ring girl. We got a mech hanger. We got Ryu, Storm's Edge. And we've got Yamazaki, the general. And a list card. Okay, let's throw up some rares here. I'm dilly-dallying. Mind Slicer. This is a list card from Odyssey. So this is going back pretty far too. Mind Slicer is put into graveyard from play. Each player discards his or her hand. Oh, that could disrupt somebody's flow. Interesting. All right, and we've got Burgeoning Light, foil. We've got Silver Fur Master, or Master Splinter, as I would call him. And we've got a whole bunch of other commons and uncommons. And boom, we hit on the Red Dragon. Atsushi, the Blazing Sky. Let's throw it on up. Beautiful card. I think I may be getting pretty close to a full set of Dragon Spirits, so that makes me happy. We got a Goblin Shaman in a decidedly different art style. Pretty pumped about that. Love, pulling the core dragons from a set. Here's another one of those Sky Blessed Samurai. Okay, we got the General, Colossus. We've got beautiful Mountain. We've got the Reality Chip. Got a couple of those now. We got a Debt to the Kami and a Will-O-the-Wisp from the list. Nothing too big here, but overall, nice cards. All right, let's see what we got right here. Okay, so this is Umezawa. So that's from the promo cards. We got beautiful foil land. We got a Ronin. We got a prototype. We got, is this, I don't know if this is special. So some of these cards have like different border colors. They can come in a couple different border colors, and I think the yellow might be good from what I recall. We also have Goro Goro and Seven Tail. All right. I'm going to take just a brief moment away here. I need to go get a drink of water, but I will be right back. Stick with me, and we'll continue opening, and we'll get to those. We'll get to the Kamigawa collectors. I'll be right back, folks. All right, folks, and I am back. So let's keep cracking these packs. Okay, we've got a full art of a plains, and then we've got the old school art of the forest. Looking good. We have a couple shrines. We got a mirror box and a foil shrine. Those are kind of the cards of note here. Looks like we got a mini game. I don't. Does anybody play the mini games? I guess I never have. Who is this? This is Junji, the Midnight Sky. So he's giving a what's up. I don't know. Is that him going what's up? That'll bring it back about 15 years. Let's see. Shattered Era. We got Fable of the Mirror Breaker. That one might be a new one for me. Foil Kitsune Ace. Winchester Draft. Okay. Full art of Grim Betrayal. And we got that cool old school slash new school floating kind of pagoda type things. And going through all of the common and uncommons. And we get to invoke justice and invoke calamity. We're invoking stuff. One's an instant and one is a sorcery. I'm not quite sure why they would be different, but who knows? You know, when in Rome. Okay. And here we have Moonfolk Puzzle Maker. Full art card. And we've got a dual land. We've seen, I think, pretty much all of these. We got Grim Betrayal. We got Hanada. We got a Grove Archer and a Belligerent Brontodon. This is from Ixalan, I believe. So, there you have it. They must have glued this one because there was some good stuff on the inside. There's that cool, kind of cool, weird demon tiger thing. The Gloom Shrieker, that's right. I think I actually have one of the full art for that already, but it's cool, so I won't complain. We've got a foil dual land. Right, we got Messari Captain, Tamio Safekeeping, Tempered Solitude, another Asari Captain. We got two Asari Captains. They have different art. They do have different art. There you go. Two of them side by side. Behold the Unspeakable. We got another Kyrie of the Swirling Sky. So let's throw that Mythic on up. And Michiku's Reign of Truth. A reign of truth doesn't seem like it'd be the bad thing. Beats a reign of lies, right? Could make a comment about recent U.S. administrations, but probably too on the nose. All right, this looks like something Sakashima related. Myojin of Cryptic Dreams. That is indeed a cryptic dream. We got DJ Song Shaper here. And a Shrine of Life's Origin in Mythic. Mythic flavor. I think this might be my first Mythic Shrine, actually. But that's kind of cool. And this commander card, too. So that's neat. All right, what else do we have? We've got the Living Lore, a foil, and a treasure trove from Exodus, I want to say. I believe this is Exodus. So here's somebody talking to Karn. Got a cool dragon spirit token. Just a single sider though. The Kami of Industry. Yeah, so Kami of Industry. Got a dual land. Wading through a whole bunch of these commons and uncommons to get to an Ogre Head Helm. And a Shigeki Jukai Visionary. Along with the Dragon Spark Reactor in foil, so it looks extra cool. And you know what? I don't mind the Dragon Spirit token. Kinda neat. Okay, look at this. Look at this guy. He's I'm gonna go out on a limb and say angry. Wonder if that's actually the Sword of the Oni. Might be. Hidetsugu, Devouring Chaos. Yeah, so definitely named a demon. I think actually this guy comes in a couple of that special neon versions. Another mountain. Yeah, there's a couple cards in here, I believe, that come with a special neon border version, and you can get it from the secret layer drop, or you can find them very rarely, like one per box, in the Kamigawa set boosters. In fact, I think it might even not be in the set boosters, it may only be in the collector's boosters, and it's only like one per like box or super box of the collector boosters, which is actually pretty insanely rare. This is Undercity Scrounger and a dual land. All right, we've got a Fox Samurai. I don't know what's going on there. He's kind of going 8-bit on us. Ooh, look at that. Tezzeret, Betrayer of Flesh. That Phyrexian trader. Actually, is he Phyrexian? No, he works for Nico Bolas. I don't know. Bad guy all around, though. And foil Skybless Samurai. Is he a Phyrexian? I don't know. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. But he's a planeswalker that I haven't pulled before, so there's that. All right, and what do we have here? We've got some sort of Shigeki guy. Bamboo Grove Archer. Foil Swamp. We got a bunch of the anime alt art there. And Leech Gauntlet. Toshiro. Ooh, there we go. Legendary Land. People are eating these ones up. Bo Seiju. Foil Dragonfly Suit. People like that one quite a bit too. Just a couple cards left in this box, and then we get cracking on that next one, which will be a fun one to open. All right, this is Ishin, 2 heavens as a 1. And getting through the riffraff, that's kind of a cool artifact. We got a smelter, a raid, Toad Rider. Befriending Moths, and a Shivan Harvest from, that might be like Shards of Alara, maybe? Not, don't quote me on that. I haven't pulled enough from that set to know it off the top of my head. I don't know, I got a good feeling about some of these packs. Okay, we got an alt art of Junji the Midnight Sky. I'll take that. Kind of a closer up version of him than the other one. Demonic Sphere. Silver Fur Master. Jungen Defends the Temple is a mythic enchantment. Not doing too bad there. And we do have a foil Prosperous Thief. And what do we have here? A list card of Isan. Isan, the Wanderer Bard. From Magic Core 2015. So we'll throw up a rare for him. Him? Not. Let's look at that closer. That's a him. Or at least it looks like a him. Okay, look at that. We got a gold signature. And going through the commons and uncommons, and we get to Towering Might. Satoru Umezawa. And just a foil common. All right, we're doing all right. We got 2 packs left. I'm just gonna move that out of the way a skosh so it doesn't fall backwards on me. Otherwise, I'm gonna be down underneath my desk trying to find these cards. So let's see what we have. We've got a forest and a basic swamp. Then we have commons, uncommons. Invoke Calamity. Exemplar. And a Spirit Token. So, last chance at a mythic in this set booster. But we've done pretty well so far. I'm going to be honest, folks. We got, what, 3, 4 dragons? Planeswalker. Yeah, we're not doing too shabby. This is careful cultivation. Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. I'm doing a little bonsai action. Bloodfell Caves. And Reinforced Ronin with a Gigantor. Little Full Metal Alchemist kind of hand going on there. Dragon Spark Reactor, Patchwork Automaton. Okay, another legendary land here. This one I don't believe I pulled. Takanuma, Abandoned Mire. Okay, I like it. I like it. And then what do we have here? Kindled Fury, and from hailing back from way back, Tempest. The Light of Day. Black creatures cannot attack or block. Yeah, throw that guy up and you're in a rune of black deck. Right. Probably what we've all been waiting for, and you're gonna have to wait just a little bit longer because I need to make space for all of these cards. Give me just a moment as I position my limited amount of space with all these cards. Okay, let me see. Is there, are there any cards you guys are super pumped about? How do you feel about this set? Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it more than Crimson Vow and Midnight Hunt. I don't know if that's necessarily a hard thing to do, since those I feel like that and double feature are kind of not well received at the moment. Just maybe putting it mildly. For some reason, there just isn't the excitement for a a set of cards in the whole werewolf versus vampires thing. Maybe that means we've hit the end of that kind of post Twilight afterglow. I guess ultimately we'll see. Okay, I have space now, so here it is. So yeah, that is I think Greasefang, unused Greasefang art that they're just using on the box. A little more of the same on the back. Neon pink on the sides. There are wizards symbols. Okay, let's go ahead and get this bad boy opened. I like the box itself is actually foil. Makes it feel a little extra luxe, I guess. Take these out so I don't need to rifle around through this throughout the whole video. Put her up in the background here. We got Kamigawa. So these will produce almost entirely foils. And I guess I didn't focus on this. Yeah, so there's, pretty sure that's Greasefang. So we're talking foils galore here. Some will just be common foils. I'll probably, stop on the notable foils. Oh, I'm seeing a Tezzeret in there. There's a Tezzeret. So that's a mythic. Tezzeret, and there's another one right behind it. There we go. The Doge. I've been waiting for it. worth its weight in Doge love. We got a Kieran Burgeoning Life, Kami of Transience, and Kami Legendary Creature Frog token. So, as I was saying, these packs are going to be hot. And it is very clear that they are already. So, on to the next one. A little bit different plastic feel, I will say. They feel a little hardier. You can see they kind of have a weird sheen to them too. They're definitely like a hardier plastic. All right, so what do we have here? We've got a Jukai Preserver, some shrines. Beautiful. Oh, this is just, no, that's just beautiful art right there. I love that. Love some of these foils. Ruthless Technomancer. So this is a commander card. And people have been talking about that particular card quite a bit. Invoke Justice. Inventive Iteration. Tatsunari Toad Rider. That's alt art for that one. So yeah. Normally I break up my piles into kind of rare, mythic, and foils, but when you're opening these collector's packs, like, all of the cards fit in those categories. So you basically have to break it up into, you know, super rare cards along with just standard rare cards. All right, invoke the ancients. So here's our standard rares that I'm going to put over in that pile. We got Grim Betrayal full art, Surge Hacker full art, Ryu Storm's Edge, and Tribute to Hirobi, and a Pilot. Okay. Oh, these foil, like, old school Japanese art lands are just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Master Splinter, Satsuki, the Living Lore, Universal Surveillance, Improvise, draw X cards. Okay. Thundering Raiju. That's awesome. Atsushi, the Blazing Sky, full art in the anime style. Beautiful, beautiful card. And I gotta throw it up because it is a mythic. We have Legendary Land Sokenzen, Crucible of Defiance in full art and foil. And check out this just off the hook art of this spirit token. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think Kamigawa, I think this set, you know, art wise, I think it's gonna be desirable for a long time. That's just my take on it. I think people will be after many of these legendary lands for a long time. And that will probably keep the prices on these up in kind of the aftermarket. I think there's going to be quite a few people who are going to hold on to a whole bunch of this stuff. All right, what do we have? We have a Scrap Wheeler. We've got Kaima, the Fractured Calm. Look at that boar creature. And he is, of course, also a mythic. So beautiful. A brilliant restoration. The silent spider, lion sash, and a construct. So pulling out 4 or 5 rares or higher per pack. You know, you're paying a premium for these packs, so you should get more. Beautiful. That's just gorgeous. And what do we have here? We got a Reckoner. We got Cyberdrive Awakener from Commander. Lion Sash. Weaver of Harmony. Reality Chip Full Art. Not bad. Not bad. I like having a foil reality chip. That just seems extra cool. A foil reality chip in full art, no less. So, all right. Beautiful forest. And we got some sort of mythic here. We got, what is this? Spirit Sister's Call. Loving it. We got Access Denied. 404. Iganjo, Seat of the Empire. Legendary Land. Loving it. We got the full art. Okay, so this is the blue border. So this is one of those cards. One of the 2 or 3 cards that are in this set that can have different colored borders of different rarities. Ooh, Seat of the Empire in full art foil. I'm feeling lucky here. And we're only halfway through. We're only halfway through. Okay. Only halfway through. Beautiful swamp. And all right, we're to the good stuff. Farewell. Haven't pulled this one yet. Very excited to have just pulled it. Look at that. Choose one of these. Exile all artifacts, all creatures, all enchantments, or all graveyards. Talk about a disruption card. We got a Tanuki Transplanter. All right. Equipment Dog. It's not a dog. It's a raccoon. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so here's Greasefang Okiba Boss in the, I think, what I believe is the rarest version of that. March of Burgeoning Life and a treasure. I am doing well on this pull. Okay. Some beautiful, beautiful foil. I almost wish that there was like one pack in here that was just solid foils of the different types of land cards. I'd swap one pack out for that, I think. Especially if they included like 2 legendary lands in it. We got a Helm, Research Thief, Gorgoro, Umezawa in that like primal kind of art, Hinata in the rare border, and a pilot. This has been a great box so far. We pulled only 1 dragon so far. Hoping we get one more. Swamp. All right, we got a Lion Sash. One with the Kami. Mind Link Mech. Eater of Virtue in one of the alternate art styles. Risona, sorry, Commander. Very cool. And treasure. Right, Master Splinter and Shiny. Right, Shigeki Jukai Visionary. We got a Silk Guard. It's odd. Risoni, sorry, Commander. Different art style. Cloud Steel Curran. Reckoner Bankbuster. Okay. That one was less hot. But maybe that means the final pack here will be the hottest. We're going to get Samurai token out of the deal, if nothing else. Enormous Energy Blade. Forest. We got the Poet, a Prowler, a Hacker. We got the Brilliant Restoration, which one of the first times that we've had 4 symbols of a given type. We got another one of Atsushi, the Blazing Sky. Invoke the Winds. And here's another one of those. This is blue border. We have Surge Hacker Mech in what I believe is a blue border foil. Hard to tell with the foil part of it. I don't know if there's something on here that tells me what that is. And a construct. So we did score another mythic here. Though same one that we got. Not a bad thing though. Yeah, so I'm pretty pumped with what we got. Pulled out boatloads of mythics and rares. Boatloads of, obviously, as you can see, boatloads of foils. And pulled out a couple cards we hadn't seen. We got a Farewell. And we got several good Planeswalkers out of today's openings. So I'm thrilled with this. It's looking great. Probably fill out the most of the rest of this set with probably just singles purchases now that I've opened up enough product to kind of get the lay of the land. But you know, again, thank you for sticking with me, spending the better part of an hour and a half watching this, or even if you jumping around, I appreciate it. And go ahead and come back, and you know, we'll be continuing the packing in a bit. Once I can get a hold of a few certain packs from the history of Magic. And yeah, I think people are really going to enjoy that. I'm going to try to set aside it might have to be almost a full day, because there's going to be a lot of packs being opened that day. And I think people are going to be really excited. So again, join me again. I'm the Game Engineer. Have yourselves a great rest of the weekend.